Namaskar and welcome to class. I am Presha. In today's class, we will be practicing a few poses to alleviate knee pain and to work around strengthening the muscles around our knees. We will use a few props. We'll use a yoga strap. If you don't have one, you can use a regular belt. And we're going to use a block. Again, you can use a book if you don't have a hardcover book, if you don't have a block, and a regular blanket. Also, we're going to be using wall space in the class, so just be closer to the wall during your practice. Let's begin. So let's begin with rolling our blanket into a tube shape, and we're going to roll it like so. Okay, just create a nice firm base for it, and then from here we're going to just keep sitting the same way and extend your legs over it, and make sure that your knees, the under part of your knees, are resting on the blanket. So they are resting and they are pressing down into the blanket, okay? Now, once that is done, we are going to place our hands behind us for some support. Perfect. Pressing your hands, a slight lift in your chest so you're not slouching here. And now with your legs, keeping your legs in extension, keep them slightly apart from each other, like hip width apart or so. And from here, we're going to now, I've just turned my fingers back just for some extra support while being seated here. We're going to start with first just lifting the legs up or lifting the heels up. Nice, and then bringing the heels down. Just this simple movement, okay? Again, please ensure that your knees are pressing down into the blanket. So let's do 10 rounds of this. So inhale, lift, and exhale, down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. 6, down. 7, down. 8, down. 9, down. And one more, and down. Perfect. Now, we'll keep sitting the same way. Now we are going to point our toes. So point your toes away from you and flex your toes or your feet. So flexing your feet means your toes are pointing towards you, towards your shins, okay? So again, 10 rounds of this. So start with pointing and flexing. So our feet are down, the heels are down. We are not lifting the legs up this time, okay? Again, point and flex. Perfect. Let's go with the rhythm. 3, flex. 4, flex. 5, flex. 6, flex. 7, flex. You can feel your calf muscles engaging. 8, flex. 9, flex. 10, good job, and flex and release. So now just let them be in their normal position, normal situation. Okay, now from here we're just going to come out of this pose. So you're going to now just remove the blanket to the side. Good. And we're going to stay seated. And this time, I want you to exaggerate sitting on your right hip. Okay, so like really lean on your right hip. So put your right hand down on the right. Put the right hip completely down. Once that is down, your right thigh, outer thigh is going to be down, your knee is going to be down, the outer part of your knee, and also the outer part of your shin. So now once that's down, you're going to see that there's nothing special that we are doing. We are just leaning and exaggerating, leaning to the right, right? And just make sure now that your leg is in a 90-degree angle. That's it. Now with your left leg, let's get it out of the way. So you can just bring your left leg back, and it doesn't need to be in some alignment. You can just relax that leg as is. Perfect. Now, this leg, I want you to keep pressing down through your right knee, your right shin into the mat. Now you're going to activate the muscles here. So press down and turn with your upper body facing the front. So let's actually start with a little progression here from before we go to the front. Face in the direction of your right knee. Again, please press down through your knee and see if you can just stay here. You can be here with your fingers down. This is one option. Or you can come down with your forearms. So in your outer hip area, you're going to be feeling something. And I want you to just keep pressing down through your knee, through your shin. And take a couple of breaths here through your nose. Observe what you're feeling, where you're feeling, a stretch perhaps, a rotation perhaps. And then we're going to slowly come to center. So now just in the middle, okay? Again, you can be on your forearms or you can also be on your hands. Fingertips also works. And again, we're just here breathing through the nose, pressing down through that right knee, pressing down through the right shin. And we're going to lift up, and now we're going to face in the direction of our foot, okay? So slightly more challenging than before. And again, please, if you feel uncomfortable at any place, if you are feeling uncomfortable here, then just come back to center or come on your hands. Just choose an option that suits you, because the intention is to strengthen the knees and the muscles around the knees instead of getting into more pain and more trouble, right? Nice. And then let's slowly come out of it. Perfect. And we're going to obviously switch sides. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. So again, lean and sit on your left hip. Bring that left leg very naturally in a 90-degree angle. And just get your right leg away from this picture. And again, we're going to just make sure that we are pressing down through the knee, so the knee has the tendency to kind of lift up. So start to engage your knee here by pressing down through your knee. And then from here, we're going to start with first coming down in the front, right in front of the knee, on your forearms or on your hands. Both are great options. And I can't insist on the fact that I want you to just keep pressing down through that leg, through that knee, through the shin. Breathing through your nose. Nice. And we are going to now come to center, just to make it a little more challenging for us. But at the same time, challenging does not mean that it needs to be uncomfortable. It only means that you're pushing your limits and you're trying to here engage your muscles that could be engaged without any pain. Nice. And again, you can just stay here or now slightly come to the right. So just next to your left foot. Feeling that external rotation in your left hip here quite a bit. Pressing down through your leg, making sure you're pressing down through your knee, shin. Nice. And then slowly come out of the pose. Well done. Okay, now we're going to use our wall. So let's come close to the wall and we're going to be using our block and our strap while we are close to the wall. So let's get there. And I want you to lean back, so just lean against the wall and take a step forward with your feet. And once you've taken a step forward with your feet, just make sure your block is close to you. So just hold your block perhaps. And then come into like a seated against the wall pose. So your thighs are parallel to the floor. And there is this alignment that your knees, your ankles are in line. Your knee and your hips are in line. Now the block is going to be used between the knees. Your feet are going to be hip width apart. And while you're seated here, I want you to press your knees into the block, okay? Hands can be gently on your thighs, but keep pressing, engaging your knees and pressing your knees into the block. Good. Breathe gently through your nose. And this might just look pretty simple, but it's not. You can feel the muscles here firing up. Let's take another breath here. Keep pressing in. Nice. And let's just take some support and come out of the pose. Now we're going to come back into that seated pose, but this time we're going to use our strap. And we're going to make a loop in that strap. As you can see, I've already made one. And now back to that seated pose. So now we were pressing in with our knees. This time we're going to push out with our knees into the strap. So this way you can see that how we're trying to engage the knees, strengthen the knees here, working with those muscles. So just wear the strap around your, just above your knees actually, slightly above your knees, not really onto your knees, slightly above them. And let's go back into sitting wall sit. And once you're here, perfect. If you want, you can tighten the strap a little bit, keeping the feet almost hip width apart, sitting tall, and the alignment is the same, so ankle, knee and hip. And now I want you to just press out, or just trying to push out through your knees into the strap. Breathe through your nose. And you can really feel the legs firing up here. Even if you're coming out of an injury or you're healing, you can try this. But again, anything that you try today in the class should be an option for you. Anything that feels a big red flag, come out of the pose. Don't do it. One more breath. Perfect. And some support and come out of it. I can already feel my legs being fired up so much, even though there is no knee pain as such, but I can feel the legs have worked. They've done some work today. And my knees have done some work. My calves have done some work. Okay, great. Now we're going to come back down on the mat. And we are going to now come to bridge pose, right? So this is going to be our last pose for the day, for the class. So for your bridge pose, you're going to, you can use your block. However, you can use your block by coming down and placing your block between your knees, but I'm going to do something different today. We are not doing a traditional bridge pose because we want to cater to our knee pain, right? So we're going to lie down on our back. And once we are here, again, so a conventional bridge pose is that your feet are hip width apart, closer to your hips. So if you're able to graze your fingers, you should be able to graze your heels. That's how close your heels are supposed to be. However, for today, we are going to take a step forward with the feet and even slightly wider with the feet. So the feet are really not hip width apart. You can actually take them all the way wide if you want, but then just probably a little wider than hip width apart works the best, okay? So feet are really not closer to your hips. They are slightly forward and slightly out. So again, a big exaggeration of how someone would do a bridge pose or not do a bridge pose. Okay, from here, we're going to put your hands down and press your heels and slowly lift your hips up. Now, you don't have to go all the way up, driving your hips up. You just have to be slightly up. You're not coming into a very deep back bend here. Again, just to ensure that your knees are not falling in, you can place a block if you want between your knees. But I feel like this is kind of driving your knees in, so you might have to change the position of the block from here to the second level, just to make sure the knees stay in line with our kind of hips and they're not caving in or they are not drawing out. Okay, so let's be here for a few breaths. And if you are holding a block, again, keep the feeling of drawing your knees in, so pressing into the block. And you can see that, again, my block is on this level and not on this, because this kind of shortens the distance between the knees. We don't want that, so we want a little wider distance, so block on the second level. And again, focus on your breathing. And slowly, with the next breath out, down with your hips, remove the block, roll to your one side, and come out of the pose. Great, so this is my time to sign off, and I hope this class helps you, and of course it will, but just make sure that there is consistency with practicing and these movements. So come back to this class again and again. If you're on a journey to strengthening your knees perhaps, or coming out of an injury, or coming out of a pain, or finding troubleshooting knee pain, then please just come back to this class time and again, and I hope it helps you. So I'll see you again in another class. Until then, take care. Om Shanti.